Hare Krishna. So what I was trying to talk about Brahma, Vimokshan and Leela. So why is this coming up? So Brahma, there is a reason, right? He is not coming to test Krishna. He is first coming because he's very curious to know what is happening. He is very excited. Oh, there is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is in the child form. Let me go and have a look at this person and let's have a feel as to what he is doing and all that. So out of full excitement, he's coming down to see the child form of Krishna. Now, what is happening? Right? So think of a Brahmin. What does a Brahmin do? A Brahmin never actually eats from somebody's plate. Though we always love to eat, but they don't do because there are something called which you have to follow. So with that mentality, Brahma is coming. Now, what is Krishna's mentality? Okay, Krishna is like beyond all this caste creed. So, what does Krishna do? Krishna is having, so they all share food. So, when Krishna went, there was one, so obviously he was playing and all that. So, there was one devotee there is one cowherd boy who was very poor and who got a very uh, old curd, buttermilk, right? So, it was very sour and very old. So, he wanted to drink the buttermilk even before Krishna comes. At the same time, he wanted Krishna to have a look of the buttermilk. Reason is, he does not want to show as if he does not have anything. At the same time, he wants to show Krishna that I don't want to, he doesn't want to share it with Krishna, right? He has got a reason. So Krishna is very clear. So Krishna never snatches unless we want it to be done, right? So even if we feel that we want to give Krishna, but this is not suitable, Krishna will do that. So he comes. So this guy comes and he quickly pours everything in his mouth to swallow. And Krishna comes and he does. We used to do this when we are children, like this. So that same thing he does. And just imagine with a mouthful of buttermilk, if someone does this, the buttermilk just springs in the in the face of Krishna. In fact, literally into the mouth of Krishna. So already Brahma is shocked because he sees Krishna trying to eat from the plates of cowherd boys. Now to add to this, he is like, he's even more shocked because he's seeing, oh my God, what has happened? Like, all over he's eating and he's also trying to take from somebody's plate and he's like doing all this, not able to digest. So he thinks, okay, now let me show a lesson. So what happens is Brahma at that moment gets puffed up. Oh, just a boy. Let me show my power. Let me see what it is. So the whole story that day happens to be Balram Jayanti, and so Balram has not come for the Brahma Vimokshana Leela. So what is happening is Brahma kidnaps all of them for just 1 second. But that moment is literally 1 year in our human years, right? So he takes everyone, and Krishna himself is put in a bewilderment. Now, why is Krishna confused? Not because Krishna is not supreme person, but because Krishna has multiple Shaktis play. So in a bank, if you see the head of liability, that is assets, head of assets, that is the loan department, only has a right to sanction a loan. But the loan department pre-decides something, right? Like your credit card, there's a calling girl who tells this is your limit. Like that, the branch head of every branch, depending on the size of the branch, has a blanket approval, maybe 500,000 or 1 crore. Beyond that, it goes to the department for proofs, documentation and all that. So, like that, Krishna has given a blanket approval to Leela Shakti. So, Leela Shakti plays a particular Leela and also has a right to put Krishna on bewilderment. Why? Because only if Krishna goes into bewilderment, you will be able to enjoy, he will be able to enjoy and relish the pastime. It's not, though the Krishna's pastimes are for us, but he should also enjoy, right? It's not that only we should enjoy it. So Krishna has given that pre-approval to Leela Shakti, and therefore Leela Shakti tells for a second, puts him in bewilderment. So he's scared. Oh, what happened to initially the cows were missing. So he goes on search of the cows, and when he comes back, the cowherd boys are missing. Right? For a few seconds or minutes, until Krishna enjoys, this is not there, and then he understands it's Brahma, and he wants to show this back to Brahma, and so he very clearly, beautifully puts Brahma in the bewilderment and shows him multiple rupas of himself. Now, also there is a part B. Now, after going back, Balram does not know. After a few days, just before the 1 year ends, Balram notices. What does he notice? He notices the cows coming, the cow child, right? What do you call calf? Usually, a very small baby only drinks milk. A little grown-up calf does not drink milk; it only drinks water. So it runs to the mother. So everybody has extraordinary love for the child, more than normal, because they have love for Krishna. And that's their desire. Every time they look at Krishna, they say, hey, I should have this child. I wish I could spend time as that child. So that's why Krishna takes the form of the child. And they can feel from within. And when the cows could see, literally when they're running from the Govardhan hill down, the milk bags are full and they're all overflowing. When Balram saw that, which was fairly towards the end, then he finds, oh, okay, this must be only Krishna. So this is the connect between Balram and Krishna. Whatever Krishna does, Balram is there in the front, in the back, in the sides, and in all directions. As a very favorable and the most favorite devotee of Krishna, and Balram is his first expansion. It's like they say, no, one soul and two bodies, that's them. So Balram is responsible for the, everything in the spiritual world, Antaranga Shakti, and Balram serves in all the five rasas for Krishna. Balram is the only one who serves Krishna in all five rasas. Shantras, Dasyaras, Sankyaras, Vatsalyaras, and Madhuryaras. So that's the speciality of Balram, and wish you all a very happy Balram Jayanti. And today is Balram Purnima. Happy Balram Purnima as well. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for the story.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for extremely wonderful class.
Hare Krishna.